Hey up everybody, Magpie Gaming here, bringing you another roundup of PUBG news. Now, apologies if my voice is a little bit croaky. I've been suffering from a cold for the last few days, so yeah, just try and ignore how raspy I sound right now. So there's been an update from PUBG put out today, and this is a road to launch patch notes for this week. And basically they set out the road map to the launch of the game and talk about where they're going to go over the next few months with the game. So let's have a look at that. It says that they're looking to completely launch the game on the PC this year, that is bring version 1.0 to the PC and launch a preview build for the Xbox. So that's quite surprising. First off, I would have thought that they were going to go all out for a version 1.0 for the Xbox at the same time as the PC, but it seems like the development roadmap for both of these versions now is a little bit different. So all being well, by the end of the year on the PC we will have version 1.0, and pretty much the Xbox will have what the PC has now, and I'm assuming like an early access build. They go on to say that they've been using an internal build of the game to develop and test new content and features such as the vaulting and the climbing, and testing out the new desert map, new vehicles, and the hotly anticipated 3D replay, because we'd all love to know where we get shot from sometimes, so that'll be a good inclusion to the game. And they're saying that they're constantly working on the optimization and stabilization as well, and looking to get things developed as quickly as possible. Then there's another bit in the update, and they're basically just reiterating what they've said, that they're looking to get a preview build out for the Xbox before the end of the year, looking to get the PC version 1.0 out before the end of the year and make it as stable as possible. And the way they're going to do this is they're going to be launching some new test servers, and these will include the new mechanics such as vaulting and climbing and the new desert map. I'm assuming it's going to include the new desert map. I think it will do. It doesn't say specifically that it'll include the desert map, but basically they're going to be testing everything on these servers for between 2 to 4 weeks to try and get everything put together and working nice and smooth. And they say that because of this there will be no more live updates to the game as it stands now. There will be one more update this week, and that will be it until the actual launch of the game. And I don't really find that news too surprising, to be honest. They've obviously want to get this game launched and they're focusing on that 100%. And I think whatever bugs and things that we are dealing with within the game, it's obviously not hurting the sales, it's obviously not hurting the players coming back to the game. So they're just going to leave it as is for now and concentrate on these test servers and getting everything running properly. We've all noticed in the past, for those of us that have been playing this game since its early access launch, that every time they put a new weekly update out, it balked a server somewhere around the world. It broke something went wrong, and they ended up scrambling around for days afterwards trying to get things back to normal. So they learnt the lesson with that. They stepped away from the weekly patches and just went to patching when they were ready to do it and when they felt they'd done enough testing. So they're just going to do the same with this, and it is a big update. The vaulting and the jumping mechanics are going to drastically change the game. I would assume that it's going to affect the optimization of the game quite a bit, because you're effectively changing core game mechanics there. So yeah, I can't blame them for wanting to get everybody on it and get them all working on exactly the same thing, rather than maybe wasting time with a few bugs that we can quite easily deal with right now. They talk about the leaderboard, saying that they've had to create a completely new leaderboard and it's took a while to make it stable. Say that that will be rolled out towards the end of October. They're looking at around the 20th of October to reset it all and have it all up and running. It's just taken them a little longer than have previously thought. They've added Korean and Japanese servers, and these support all modes now. In addition to that, they will be adding first person squad modes to SA, SEA and OCE. First person squad was the most played everywhere, so they're adding that first. So that's a good update for those using the OCE servers. They've been crying out for more first person modes. You will now be getting them, and those will be added by the end of the month. And then there are the patch notes. A small patch is going to be tested, I think, on Wednesday, rolled out on Thursday, and there's really not a great deal in it. For gameplay, they've decreased the starting island item spawn levels in order to adjust the item balance on the northeast side of the island. For bug fixes, they've eliminated the fire animation and effects that occurred in the starting airplane when a player was on fire from a Molotov cocktail, fixed the bug that enabled the character to hold a main weapon and a frying pan simultaneously, and fixed the spectator mode bug of flickering weapon UI UI icons. And that's it. It's a very small update, very small fix. Obviously they've got better things to concentrate on right now. So I'm hugely looking forward to testing out these vaulting and jumping mechanics. If you don't have access to the test servers, you should make sure that you do. Now all you've got to do is go to the PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds Steam page, and there will be a second download that you can add. I think when you actually have the game, it's already added to your library list, but you have to actually download it to initialize it, and then you'll be able to test out the new mechanics as well once they go live. They said that they will announce when they go live and roughly give a framework for how long they will be live. So if you're not joined onto their Twitter account or their Facebook account, do so, and then you'll be informed of it as soon as they come about. And that is pretty much all the news I have for you today regarding PUBG. Looks like we are going for version 1.0 still for the end of the year, so I'm hugely looking forward to that. Xbox owners are going to get their preview build, so that's an exciting thing for them. So yeah, we'll see how all this pans out. As always, thank you very much for watching and listening. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one, hopefully without a cold. Take care.